Well, hey YouTube, so today guys, we have a pretty cool review here. Yeah, I know the camera angle here isn't the best, I wish I could have made this better. But for what I'm doing right now guys, this is the only camera angle I could really get that will satisfy the needs here of what the video is going to be about here. So, here we go guys, here is the interesting review we have for today. This is it. This is a hoverboard if you couldn't tell. Yeah guys, I am indeed reviewing my first ever hoverboard. This was courtesy of my cousin, obviously I don't own it. I'm just using it for this video, and we'll give it right back to him once the video is over. But, I've definitely been using this thing for a while now. He's had this thing for about 6 months, so I've been using it for that time. I've been testing it. Guys, I'm ready to tell you my opinions on the hoverboard craze, and I'm also going to tell you my opinion on the industry, where I think the industry is going to be in 5 to 10 years. Do I expect it to be a long-lasting industry in the future and stuff like that? So let's begin here. I'll start with the actual product here. I have to change the camera angle because there's no way of me doing this, carrying up in the air, and that would be very hard. So here you have the buttons right here. This is the power button. Can you see that power button? This is the charging button, and that's just the nail right there. Other than that, guys, there's not much else you need to know about the product. But one thing I have to say, I gotta make this fucking clear. This thing is fucking heavy. I mean, this thing is pretty fucking heavy, man. And that's the why I can't carry this thing. It's so goddamn heavy. This thing's like 30 or 40 pounds. It's not light, But think of it like this, guys. A car isn't light either, and it drives pretty fast. This thing is not light, and it can go pretty fast. I don't know how fast it can go, but it can go about 10, 20 mile per hour, right? So if you're playing Pokemon Go, I definitely see a use for this product. If you're playing Pokemon Go, this could be a really, really cool product for that purpose. Or there's a couple of other purposes I can think of. Maybe you live in a city and you don't want to ride a bike every day, you don't have a car, you don't want to pay for a taxi. This thing could be useful. I mean, the uses are endless, man. But now let me tell you my opinion on the industry. Overall, let me just end the product review here. This is a pretty nice product, guys. It's heavy as shit, but I mean, it works. There's definitely a learning curve on using this thing. It probably takes about 30 minutes to an hour. You gotta do this with somebody else. They don't have to know how to use it. They just gotta hold your hand, and let you get used to the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean by that. They don't have to actually know how to use it. I'm not saying you need a teacher. You need somebody to hold your hand because you're gonna need to jump off in the beginning. You're supposed to jump backwards. The problem with that is it feels more comfortable to jump forwards. The problem is you should not be jumping forwards. If you're jumping forwards, you're risking the product slamming into your leg. And this thing is not very light. It's gonna hurt. You're supposed to jump backwards. I know it doesn't feel natural. You gotta have some trust in yourself that you're not gonna fall. But you're supposed to jump backwards in this situation. Although jumping forward does feel more comfortable. Just kind of a side note, Just kind of a side note you should know about there. Let me think here. Now to the industry. I don't know what the future of the industry is gonna be. Segway has, complained about people violating their copyright. Don't worry, that doesn't really affect the user. You can still buy this thing safely. You don't have any problems with that. It's definitely a risk for the seller to be selling this thing, as they're technically violating copyright. But for the buyer, people buying this thing, they don't blame the consumers in this type of event, so you're safe. So if you're interested in buying one, you can still buy one, but just be aware the company selling it, they could be in some deep shit. But that's none of your business. That's none of your concern. So don't worry about that, guys. You'll be fine. So don't worry about that, guys. So the industry, Segway, they're starting to produce products in this industry. So I do wonder how that's going to affect it in the long run. But overall, in the short term, guys, if you want an interesting toy, I mean, this is more than just a toy. This could be used for, short range transportation. Maybe you want to buy some milk. Maybe you want to go to a friend's house. Your mom's not home. You don't want to walk 2 miles. So use this thing, So overall, guys, really hope you enjoyed that video. It's a fascinating product. It definitely is. Really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you and bye.